Okay, I just wanted to hop in here, and I'm so happy. I'm crying because I'm actually happy. For many years, like I said in my videos, I have lost myself. Whatever the reason was, um, and I'm not blaming him, but throughout all the years that I was in the relationship with the father of my son, I never really showed my feelings when it came to him and his girlfriends, because I never wanted to, just start argument. But most of all, I always thought it was just in my head, that I was just overthinking, that I was just, like he told me once, I was just delusional, that I was just making things in my head. So I just bottled the feelings inside, in my head, never told him, never confronted him about it. The little times I did, trust me, like, I have caught him sending messages to friends way more amount of times than me confronting him about it. So because of that, I just consumed in food. Like, food was my addiction. Food was my savior when it came to just bottling all those feelings up. But ever since we broke up, I've been working on myself. I've finally been letting my feelings out, because I don't have nobody to pretty much please, to pretty much not worry about, oh my god, what if I say this and an argument happens? What if I say that, or I'm wrong? You know? And I've been trying hard. I've been trying really hard. And the results are showing. About, I don't know, a while back, I bought this trainer, full body trainer. In Spanish it's called faja, and it fitted so tight. And with the first time I bought it, that the person or the store that I bought it at, they had to help me put it on. Like, they literally told me, like, okay, hold your stomach, like suck in your stomach and push in your stomach with your hands, and then I'll go ahead and just clip in the clips. Um, Obviously that was the first and only time that I wore it, because I felt, and that's what, like, I guess in the Hispanic world, Mexican world at least, if it's not tight, then you need a size down. And I started, like, I believe in the Hispanic culture, Mexican culture, fajas was a thing way before the the waist trainer was. I remember being young and my mom would always buy fajas at the swap meet and all that. Um, so throughout my progress, I've been trying to fit into this faja that, like, obviously hasn't fitted because I gained weight and I couldn't do it. I couldn't tie it by myself. I just couldn't. I'm not gonna say it was easy, because it wasn't, but I actually fit into it. And that's why I'm crying. I'm gonna show you. It's a long suit faja. I'm gonna call it faja because that's how I know it. I know my glasses, my mirror is really dirty. It's just faja. I have a shirt under because then it gets really itchy. Like, when I was in high school, I used to be really, really into fajas too when I was 14, because my mom used to pass it down to me. But this is it. So right here you can see the black, but, like, there's this flap, and, like, see, if I push that flap, you see the black right there. But if I put it down, you don't see the flap. So the flap is like folding right here. Don't get me wrong, that it's tight, it is, but not to the point that I cannot breathe. And that's how it was the first time. I was like, I cannot breathe and I cannot put it on by myself. But I did, you guys. So there's a side view. I have underwear, it doesn't seem like it, but I do. Like, my tummy. Let me show you from happy. I know you cannot tell that I have underwear. Trust me, they're nude underwears, and I do have underwear. But it fits, and I never thought I would be like able to accomplish this because of so much food I would be eating, so much food I would be digesting in my system. Just trying to fill in the gap that I didn't want to let out to the father of my son. And I'm not saying it's his fault. No, that's my fault for not standing up for myself, for actually not taking my feelings into considerations, and just pretty much worrying most about his feelings and stuff, or his reaction, not his feelings. But whatever the reason might be, and it's funny because the first time that we broke up too, I lost so much weight. I dropped down. I was 230 the first time he broke up with me, and I dropped down all the way to 185. Of course, it took time and exercise and sweats. But if I can do it then, I can do it now, and I'm doing it. I actually started heavier than 230. That's how much I gained when I went back with him, because obviously when we went back together, or we got back together the first time around after he left me with the first coworker, we got back together when I weighed 185, when I dropped the pounds, but I still wasn't happy with myself. I still wasn't secure by myself or confident by myself. I forgot where I left off, but I'm happy. I'm honestly happy. Yeah, I wasn't, oh, I remembered, I wasn't comfortable with myself. But either way, I still went back with him because I really, and I still do. I mean, it's gonna take long for this love to fade away, but it is fading away. But back then, I loved it so much that I wanted him by my side, and I thought I could do both, work on myself and being in the relationship as him. But I realized I was very wrong. That was my mistake. But you guys, this is a huge accomplishment. To be able to fit into this faja that didn't fit when I started this. It means that I'm doing something, and it's funny because just after I worked out, I felt bloated. I felt like, oh my god, I'm gaining back like the weight. Like, I'm not feeling as skinny as I was last week. And I know I'm not skinny, but like, I still felt my tummy more bloated, more full. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And that was before I ate. So I did get a little bit down, like, damn, like, it's gonna take a long time, and I'm not showing any progress. But I'm extremely happy. I started this journey at 242 or 243 pounds. So I gained obviously all my weight back and more when I went back with the father of my son. I actually gained 12 more pounds since like the original time. I used to be 230. And who would have known? I mean, if we would have still been together, I am pretty confident that I would have be gaining more and more and more weight. And that's not me. All my life, like before I got with him, I will be into working out. I will be like, I will love dancing. Like, I'm in a Mexican culture, and our family is all about dance. It's all about family and just moving. And I love dancing. And when I was in high school, I used to dance all the time. That would be my exercise. I used to exercise like 3 hours, but majority was dancing. I would be dancing not because I would be like over exercising. No, it's just in high school, I would go and dance, and then coming back, I would dance, and when I would go with my friends, we would start dancing. I would, it was just, it felt me. Sorry, I think I have a boogie. It felt me. Um, it felt like the Wendy I once knew. And now I'm starting little by little to feel like me, because now the last time I weighed myself was like a week and a half ago, and I weighed 209. So I did drop, I think, what, 36 pounds or so. But I started crying. I literally, once I got this done, I literally got up. I seemed like a crazy person. I started laughing, and I broke down. I broke down. But I started crying like happily. Like I literally was just repeating to myself, like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And it feels so great. It feels so good. Finally doing these things for myself, not having feelings bottle up inside me. It feels so great. It feels so good. And I think like the what is helping me too is like just making these videos. Like I get to talk about my feelings. I get to talk about everything what I feel, and I try my best not to belittle anybody who I mentioned, which is mostly my son and his dad. But I also have mentioned my sister and my family, his family thing. But I try my hardest not to belittle anybody, because that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is for me to vent out, for me to cry if I want to cry, for me to put my feelings out there. And I think that's what's helping me too, not having all these feelings, just keeping them trapped in my body. But yeah, I just wanted to just give that update. I'm happy, and I'm gonna continue doing this. I am. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.